Yes, we are live.
All
So,
right.
hello everyone. So, welcome back to my YouTube page on Let's Media Global TV. My name is Brales. Yeah, Brales. So today we are not going to talk about Germany. Today we are not going to talk about Germany. Today we are going straight to Canada.
All right.
So we have a lovely special guest with us today who is going to share with us the living and studying conditions in Canada, or Ghanaian students living in Canada. So please, if today happens to be a very first time watching us, please make sure to watch, subscribe, like, share, comment, and then let's go. Yeah, let's go.
I
Yeah, so Emmanuel,
yes.
I've mentioned your name. So can you please introduce yourself?
All right. So my name is Emmanuel Briggs Isiama Junior. Yeah. That's so you can people call me Mr. Junior or Briggs or Emmanuel. That's what people call me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what are you doing now?
Right now I'm in school. I school and work at the same time. I'm a fourth year student at Trent University. Studying business administration with major in finance, economics, and computer science.
Okay, in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Where in Canada are you?
I'm in Toronto right now. I'm living in Toronto, but I school in Peterborough.
Okay. Charlie, please, for the sake of my viewers, Toronto is what? Toronto, right?
Toronto, yes, Toronto.
Charlie, the slamming, Charlie. Hey, deep, Charlie. But anyway, so Ima, before we come back to Canada, Toronto,
Toronto,
tell
yeah.
us more about yourself, like where you grew up and where you
Um,
from.
okay, I'll start with where I'm from, right? So my parents, so my mom is half Achim, half Kwewu. My dad is full Kwewu. But I was born in Accra. I grew up in Bubuashi. Like shout out to all the Washington DK family. I first of all grew up around I've forgotten the name. It's called Ascension. Yeah, it's a school. So the
Oh,
location is close to Datius. And then I moved a little bit closer to Bishop, where it's closer to Kanishi. Yes. So that is where my like that is how I would say my foundation, that is where it started from. Yeah, basically, yeah.
yeah. So tell us a bit about your school. How did you start?
So I started school at Pentecost, Bubash Pentecost. That is where I went. I started my nursery, and then I think when I was going to class one, I had an issue with one of my teachers. So my mom had to move me to because growing up I was really stubborn, like yo, very stubborn, like very troublesome. So they moved me. I think I did something wrong, and the teacher asked me to apologize, which I refused to do that. So I was moved to Ascension to start my class one, and that is where I finished my JHS, which I did well. I think I had 10. And then after Ascension, I think I got admission to Ghana Senior High School in Koforidua, where I did my senior high school, which I think my first year was awesome. Like I did really good my first year. I was having a GPA of 3.7.
What did you
First,
study?
business administration.
Okay.
Yeah, business administration, and I had 3.7. So during my first year thing, that is how I got the opportunity to do
No, no, wait. Are you talking about SHS or uni?
so uni. I mean university. Like so SHS, I went to Ghana Senior High School in Koforidua, where I
And
did
you
3 years.
study what? Business.
I studied business, yeah.
All right.
So got admission to Legon to study business administration.
Which year? Which year are we talking about?
So from I think senior high school, it was from 2014 down the line to 2017. That was a 3 year program. And
Okay.
then around 2017, I got admission to study business administration at Legon. I
Okay.
think for the year 2017 downwards, I think within October. And yeah, so from October to 2018, I did my first year. That was when I was done with my first year. Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened?
So during my first year, I did really good. My GPA was around 3.7, really good. And so within that time, for me, I had no intention to travel. Like I was just going my school ways, coming back to Ubuashi, living with, I think I have a couple of friends, Michael, Bruce, Sly, we hang around, Theophilus, we just hang around. For me, I was just living a cool life. And then I got the opportunity to apply for a school at Trent with my current GPA, so which I did. And with mine, it has never happened at Trent. I was the first student to do that because of my GPA. They don't do credit transfer. Trent does not. They don't allow credit transfer. They might allow credit transfer now, but at the end they don't allow credit transfer. But I tried, and I think based on my results, my admission fee was waived. I didn't pay admission fee. That is my story, and like for me, it happened so quick. I don't know what happened. I sent my admission, my transcript, my WASI certificate, and then in less than a month, I got admission.
All right. So, well, if we understand you clearly, like you did not finish your uni or your
No,
university in Ghana, which is Legon.
Yeah.
You stopped at level 100, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, level 100. And you applied to Trent University in Canada.
Yeah.
Why did you choose Canada? Because we have a lot of countries with a lot of opportunities.
Okay.
We have UK, USA, Australia, Germany. So why Canada?
So that is to what I believe in. Okay. When it comes to studying of business, Canada is more empirical in the sense of practical when it comes to business aspects. Ghana has a lot of theory, but less practical when it comes to the business aspect. What we know is book law. That's what we claim, book law. But when it comes to the application of it, we sometimes lack it. And Canada has a lot of companies that are willing to give you the more practical. And I always say it's exposure to environment brings experience. Mm-hmm. In the sense that the kind of environment you grow up will determine the kind of person you're going to be. And Canada having this more empirical kind of theory of entrepreneurship and business aspect, it develops you when it comes to you becoming the best, like you becoming a businessman. Because every businessman, you need to know how to negotiate, how to think, how to forecast. And if you don't have the practical aspect, the theory aspect is not going to help you that much. So when I was making this decision, these are some of the decisions that I took in place.
All right.
So either to go with theory or the empirical more theory aspect of.
Okay. So we've lost our brother. So hoping to get him back. Okay, so welcome back.
Thank you.
Well, I think you didn't quite answer my question. My question is, why not USA, UK, Germany? I'm not talking about Ghana. You left Ghana, but I'm talking about comparing Canada to the other parts of the world, like UK, USA, Germany. Why not these countries, but you choose to study in Canada?
So with the one factor that came in was the visa. Sorry about that. Someone just called me through. So one factor that came in place was the visa application. That is the one major factor. Because talking about US, the visa application process is very, very kind of complicated. You can get a school and you'll be rejected with the visa application. Australia, I don't know much about it, but I heard it's also that kind of complicated stuff. Germany too, the same thing. But with Canada, when you get admission, you are 70% through. The only thing that can cause a rejection is age, but age is a minor factor. But when it comes to your supporting documents, such as your bank statement, if it's real, it's legit, you're good to go. So making all this kind of comparison, US, you can get admission, but it's just like 30% or 50%. The rest is about the interview and the application process. But with Canada, the school itself, getting the admission is 70% way to step into Canada. So making this kind of variation, I had to make a decision.
Okay. All right. Very well. So now, are you only studying or you're working at the same time?
I'm working as well.
You're working as well. Okay, we'll come there. So tell us, maybe someone watching us right now might or would like to, consider coming to Canada or applying to Canada, how was your application? Did you use an agent, or you did everything solely by yourself or on yourself? Because why am I asking this? A lot of people have it a hurdle to in applying for schools outside the jurisdiction of what Ghana. You see, yeah. So how was yours?
Okay, so basically, I did mine myself. You know, you can use agents, but you have to get the right one. Because I've heard, sorry about that. I've heard countless stories where people pay money and then they don't even get the admission, and sometimes the admission is even fake, and then when they go to the visa process, they're being rejected.
Okay.
So you can do it yourself, but you need to read more into it, because the school application, it's not just a wake up call that you just have to wake up and then apply. You need to know what you're going to do. You need to know more about the school, because the school application is varies. So with Canada, we have the Nova Scotia, the Montreal, and Toronto, Alberta, and those kind of stuff. Yes, every province have their way of application when it comes to visa process and school application. I've applied schools for people, especially in Quebec. With Quebec, the application is different. Some schools may need your CV, your letter of intent, and they need you to apply Quebec certificate. Yes, it's different. Some schools are not a little bit easier. Some schools in Toronto area, like Ontario, yes, it's a little bit difficult. Their marking scheme is a little bit hard. So you need, if you're doing it yourself, you need to be well endowed. If you have an agent, if you're doing it with an agent, you need to trust the agent and know you need to have what you call the landmark or the credit the achievement of that agent to verify if they are good or not. Because I can come and tell you, I'm good with schools, and if you don't know anything about me, you give me your money, I'm going to spend it.
All right, very well. So you did it yourself.
Yeah.
How much did it cost you in your application?
I won't lie. Trust me, it's very, very costly when you want to study in Canada. I quite remember the last time someone called me that I want to study in Canada and want to use 10,000 Ghana cedis. I'm like, you're joking. Because, like I said, every school, like the application varies. So some schools take $60 application fees. Some schools take $120 application fee. Some go as far as $180, $200, depending on the school. When you get the admission, you need to make a down payment. It's called the secured admission down payment. It shows that you'll be coming, you'll be attending. It's called the attendance payment. Okay. Some schools take as low as 500 Canadian, 300 Canadian.
Wow.
Others go as high as 2,000. Some even take half of the fees.
Oh, okay.
So like I said, before you apply, you need to know about the school, or you need to know what you're about to do. It's not that easy. It's not cheap. It's not highly costly, but it's somewhat costly.
All right. Okay. So before I ask my question, what's the name of your school again, and what are you studying?
Trent University. TRENT. Trent University.
Trent University. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In Toronto, right?
It's in Peterborough, but it's in Ontario. Yeah.
Ontario. Okay. Okay. Fine. I don't really know much about Canada, so when you start to mention the states and Charlie, yeah. Okay.
Let me say the Ghanaian way, Peterborough, but we call it Peterborough.
Yeah, I know, but like I don't really know much about. Right now I'm in Germany, so I can say we have Germany has 16 states. Yeah, like I don't know much about Canada. All I know is Alberta, Calgary. Yeah, I don't really know much here. So since you are the Canadian burger, Charlie. So and what are you studying again?
I'm doing business administration, majoring in finance, computer science, and economics.
All right, Charlie. And let me ask this question. A country like Germany is a tuition free.
Oh.
Not entirely, okay? But let's say 90% of the public universities in Germany here is tuition free, meaning you don't need to pay any fees. But we have something we call semester contribution or semester fee. Every semester there's a fee. Let's say maximum 300 euros. Yeah, and we have a reason why that's inclusive your semester ticket, your administrational cost and other stuff. How is it in Canada? Do
Okay,
we have
so
free education, like free tuition free, or everywhere, whether public or in private, you have to pay school fees?
okay, so let me get your question clear. Is it when you have documentation or you come in as an international student?
You
That
are
is
coming
different.
as international students.
Wow, that is really amazing. Like I
Yeah.
said, Canada is not like that because Canada is one of our countries with high education.
Oh,
Like the education level here is so high.
okay.
So let me use my school for instance. So the education it varies. It depending on the school you're going. So
Oh,
my school, Trine University, as it's an A-class school university, right? When it comes
okay.
to Ontario, it's one of the leading schools in Ontario. When you take U of T, Waterloo, and those kind of stuff, Trine University is also part of it. Our school fees is very high. Trust me. If I tell you how much I pay every year, it's
How
crazy.
much? How much?
So yearly, I pay 25,000.
25,000 Canadian dollars.
Absolutely, yeah.
How much? How much in Ghana cedis? Hello, guys. So, try to convert this figure in your
In
country's currency.
2019, when I was converting, it was around 5 billion. It was around from 6 to 5 billion Ghana cedi.
In a year.
Right? In a year, yeah. Excluding rent, books, food, yeah, excluding
Wow.
that.
Is there a scholarship?
So the scholarship, we don't have full scholarship in Canada. Canada, if you're an international student, it's hard to get a full scholarship. It's only
Wow.
when you graduate. Like my undergrad, it's hard.
Oh.
You petty scholarship, but trust me, my average is very very good. I'm an 80 student, so I'm A+ student. I have an average of 80%. I get scholarship, but it comes with a total of 5,000, 6,000 maximum.
Okay.
So taking
So,
5,000 out of 25,000, you might be paying 28,000, and you have to
okay.
work in.
Oh, okay. So, let me ask. So, this money that you are mentioning per year, do you need to, or do you have to pay any fees, like semester fee or something, or as soon as you pay that huge sum of money for the year, you are done?
So the 25,000 is struck into two, right? So with mine, it's the first semester I pay around 12,000. Second semester I pay around 12,000. I think 13,000. So,
Okay.
but you can choose to pay the first semester. You can choose to register the course on the first semester and not pay the second semester. But before you can re-register another course, you need to clear that debt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine, Charlie. So, how is the living? I mean, the living conditions in Ghana, like I say Ghana, Canada. Sorry. How
Okay.
is the
So
living, like the cost of living in
the
Canada,
cost
like?
then the cost of living varies as well
All right.
because province have their own cost of living.
Okay.
When you come down here to Ontario, Toronto, especially in Toronto, Peterborough, Toronto, the rent really cost,
Okay.
right? But when you go to places like Alberta, because Calgary is in Alberta, so Alberta, let me use that whole region. Alberta, Calgary, the rent is very cheap, but
Okay.
food are quite expensive. Groceries are quite expensive. But when you
Okay.
come to Toronto, rent is expensive. So two-bedroom house that you'd be paying, let's say 1,800, like $1,800, you'll be paying like 800 in Alberta,
Okay. All
right?
right.
And if you're renting near school places like campus sites and this kind of thing, it's quite expensive.
Okay.
So the cost of living, I'll say it varies, but it's not cheap. It's not
Okay.
cheap.
Okay. So I guess since you are working, students are allowed to work, right?
Yeah, students are allowed to work 20 hours a week,
That
but
is that is what
that
I
is
want to know.
yeah,
That's
but
what I want
right,
to know. I need to hear, like
but
20 hours in a week.
in a week. But right
Ah,
now, the government has opened it up for students to work full time.
full time, really?
Yeah. So the 20 hours, let me explain it well. The 20 hours is when you are enrolling in school. Like when you're taking a course, you can work 20 hours because they don't want to overstress you. Because Canada's education is so stressing. Trust me. Anyone in Canada will testify to that. You have a lot of course assignments every week. Like it's crazy. And
Pay
it's
me
not
in Germany. Same
Pardon?
in Germany. Same here in Germany.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but Canada's one is so crazy. It's not about true or false kind of you type in, you're making a lot of research, and you like just a Ghana, I'm a question I can go copy somewhere and say, come and put. No. Here, and when you submit it, it's just checking your plagiarism and stuff. So it's
Yes,
really, really crazy. Like, it's,
Germany.
yes.
Yeah.
And so, but right now, the government's being good. They've opened so that any student can work any hours right now. So that
Really?
is, want to come to Canada, that is the best time. The best time
Oh
to come.
God, when God, we need this in Germany. Hey, Germany, you lie bad. You lie bad. You dare not work more than 20 hours in a week. You
Oh,
dare
really?
not. Ha! If they catch you like this, hey,
I know.
Charlie. Yeah. So, how many hours? Okay, you've mentioned that already. So, okay, how many? No, I say how many? How much per hour is like maximally? Like, do they charge? Do they pay per hour?
So, like I said, the pay also varies with respect to provinces. With Ontario, the minimum wage is $17 right now
Per hour.
per hour. The minimum wage in Ontario is $17 per hour. With other
$17.
provinces, it's different. Yeah, with Alberta, it's $16 or $15. That's the minimum wage.
Ooh.
Other provinces, yeah, with Nova Scotia, like Vancouver, they vary. Yeah, but Ontario, in which I am, the province in which I am, it's $17 per hour.
Oh,
That's the,
wow. Okay, thank you very much. Let's go back a bit, Charlie. This conversation is getting interesting, Charlie. Hey, okay, so let's get back a bit. Tell us how your visa processing was like, and where in Ghana can we locate Canadian embassy? Because I don't really know. And then how was your visa processing?
So let me talk about the location first. I'm not correct. I'm not actually accurate with it, but what I know is it's in a Belimpe. Yes. But my visa process was quite first I want to give thanks to God because it's been God throughout like my whole journey. It's really been God. It's been easy, trust me. So like I said, my school came, I wasn't even ready for it when it comes to visa application because after that time my dad passed out. So it was a little bit of hustle for me. Families that I thought were going to support, it wasn't that much, trust me. But I think my visa took like less than a month. I applied my visa around 5th August, 5th August, and I got my visa. I think during that time we were having this program called IS.
What?
So IS, International Youth Empowerment Summit. It's a program they not organize around National Theatre stuff. I think the final part. So I got my visa around 22nd of August. So my visa process was, but now I think there's a lot of backlogs. So instead of taking like a 2 month, 3 months maximum, I've applied for people. It's taking 4 months before they get yes.
Okay.
So right now the visa process is it's kind of hard because there's a lot of backlogs that they're trying to resolve and stuff. But it doesn't mean you should sit down and wait because right now they've opened the borders for more immigrants to come in. So that is the best time to apply.
All right. Okay. So now, well, I think we will have to do a part 2 of this video because this thing is getting interesting. So, what was your cultural shock as soon as you go to Canada? Cultural shock.
Ah man, so many things.
Tell us.
Okay, the first one was okay. Let me. Okay, so with one, I was about let me talk about the food system. Charlie Ghana also already been covered the way Charlie. But here you wake up with a burger.
No. Please repeat what you said in the Ghanaian language in English because my channel is international. It's a global channel.
All right, so like Ghana, when you wake up early in the morning, you have to go get some food. We call it wache.
Heavy.
Some banku shit, But here you gotta wake up in the morning, go get some honey, like some coffee with some bread and stuff. I was really, really struggling. Especially when it comes to communication, like how the youth here relates. It's a free land.
Okay.
You know the way Ghana, you be walking, you have to bow down every time, bow down, be greeting, showing respect whether the person is right or not. So it's here that I got to know those kind of like the changes, like the youth, the speak. I see this. They have so much opportunities, like and so me, what really moved me was the food, like the culture shock was the food, like food aspect. But we are human beings. We're supposed to adapt whenever you go. So
Okay.
but yeah, I was okay. I was okay.
Okay. Were you should I say racially abused, or like have you experienced any form of racism before?
I have. Yeah. No. Okay. So that is one aspect too that made me choose Canada over any other place because of the percentage that people are really racially abused. Canada is really low. So I recall
Canada is what?
it's low. It's not
Okay.
that you don't have that kind of racism here that much.
All right.
So I recall when I came here, fresh, I was working. When you come somewhere, sometimes the talking you're not that good with the talking aspect, so you prefer to listen more than to talking. So I was now that probably God has blessed me a little bit that I'm working from home now. But I was working in this factory, and this guy, it was my supervisor then. He well, anytime I go to work, I don't talk. Like I normally love to do what I'm supposed to do and get my money. That's the most important because me, what I'm doing most is get the money, go pay my fees, and start studying. And this guy, whoa, he was yelling at me. Yo, he thought probably. And the funny thing is, he said he thought I was from a francophone country. I don't
Ah,
understand English. I went, there has been so many racial like incidents, but it's not as bad as like in the US
okay.
or in other places like Australia and stuff. Yeah, Canada is cool. Yeah,
Okay.
but the guy was old. He was around 65 or something. So I let it
Okay.
slide. I just put him in his place, and
Mm.
then I let it slide.
So I guess since Canada is English speaking country and Ghana too is English speaking country, your integration has been such a like easy one for you, right?
I didn't
Your
get it.
integration, how to relate to people, the language. Yeah.
I didn't get it. So Canada is a bilingual country. So there's some
Oh,
part of French. That's the Montreal aspect, and the other part also speak English and stuff.
oh, okay, okay, okay.
But the English, I remember my first semester in school. Yeah, it was crazy. I could go to class and I don't write anything,
Really?
but I'll see some of my colleagues, some of the white guys, typing a whole lot of pages and stuff. And I'm like, what am I learning? I wanted to quit school. Yeah, I'm like, the lectures will come and be like, that is the end. Like, I so confused. I felt like I don't belong in that place. I'm like,
Oh,
whoa, what kind of English do I speak at home? It's serious. It
the
was my
accent, the accent alone is a problem.
so like the way we will say university, they will say university. They will say water, they will say water.
Water.
So I get so confused. Some of the words, I'm like, what is this? Gee. But with time, as you socializing, as you communicating with your colleagues and stuff, you build yourself, and as you listen more, you understand what they say,
Yeah,
and you
that reminds me. Yeah, that reminds me. How long have you been in Canada?
4 years,
What?
4 years.
4 years. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Very well. So now, I think we are getting to the end. What will be your last words for people watching us? People in Bubuashi, Ghana, Nigeria, all part of the world, like listening to you, watching you. What will be your word of thought, motivation for people willing to upgrade themselves in education system, like to upgrade themselves to move a step ahead of like to who are seeking to travel to Canada or abroad to study. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. So what I would say is, there's one thing I dislike about the Ghanaians. Like when they come here, people think that traveling abroad is a mean of being rich. But
Oh,
trust, you coming abroad, you don't get it in your first year or second year.
yeah.
It's time.
Yes.
Just learn, come with the mindset you work, no matter the kind of work you're doing. You see, with these people, what they deal with is time and your enthusiasm towards work. That is how they'll believe in you. So I had a couple of Ghanaians coming over, and they want to be rich. They want to get they want to get thousands of monies in their account. And I'm like, they don't want to do this kind of work. I don't want to work in the factory. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Yes, probably you have your degree in Ghana. You don't want to work in the factory. When I came, I'm not going to lie. I did factory work. I did. But with time, I got experience, and now I don't even do the factory anymore. Right? So the advice I'm going to give to them is, come here with a plan. Don't just come saying that you want to come to Canada. Come with a plan. 2, be focused on the plan. It's not going to be easy. Like you said, how do I pay the 25,000? I don't go and then be climbing trees and be taking money. Yes, the grace of God. Yes, you work hard and He blesses you. You do it when you're determined, you focus, you're hardworking, you will make it. Trust me.
Right.
Yo, you know me, you know how big I was, how lazy I was. But when I came here, it changed my whole personality, who I am. I don't waste my time on so many things. I just have to do what the right thing at the right time. Focus, plan my days, do 1 or 2 stuff. That is the most important thing. You want to travel? Yes, you can travel to anywhere, but you have to have a plan. You don't just come say me broche say if you broche better form. Broche and they will work factory for 25 years. They don't change the system. If broche and they don't even improve on anything. But come with a mindset. Yes, you want to make money, but what impact do you want to make? When you have this thing, the fact that Obana Benisika, and not just a school. You came here with a school, you're working, you're getting money. And then go school in no, you don't do that. You come with a plan and you focus on the plan. That is the only advice I'm going to give.
Okay. And then since you're advocating for people to come to Canada, are you still standing on your grounds to like tell people to come to Canada?
Yeah, because okay, I'll say this. Canada, when you come to Canada, it's easy to get documentation when you're schooling.
Really?
Yeah, after school, you get 3 years work permit, and you get for instance, with me, I'm working as a sales manager in training with IKEA, and imagine when I'm done with school, I get my work permit. Within 1 year, I can apply because I already have employment letter, so I can apply for my PR, permanent resident.
All right.
Unlike US, sometimes it's hard to get those kind of documentation, but with Canada, if you go through the right system, it's easy to get documentation. A lot of people I know came here with school, and now they are citizens. Now they are so it's just easy.
Okay.
By any other place.
Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity given. And then, I would like to pin or put your social media, handles in my description, because a lot of people would like to get more detail, And then, guys, please make sure you always subscribe to Unless Media Global TV. And then that notification bell, make sure you always click it. Not always click it once. Just click on it once, so that any video that will come, you will be the first person to watch it. And then make sure you like, you share. Because of you, we are doing this. Help us so that we help you also. Helping a brother is like helping God. Thank you very much. So our brother Emmanuel Breaks social media handle will be in the description below. Make sure you watch to the full and then get the insights. Our brother has spoken wisdom, and you will not get it anywhere. This is a free lesson, free what have you. Yes. So you get, So Emmanuel, thank you very much for the opportunity given.
Thank you so much for having me. It's really an honor to be here with you.
Yeah. Okay. So same time we'll meet and do a part 2, and we're going to talk about the Ghanaian community or the African community in Canada. How is the association? Are they associating themselves with the whites, the Canadians? What have you? How is it like? And then, how is the condition among the African brothers and sisters? Are they lovely? Are they free? Are they jabbing each other like? Yeah. So we're going to talk about that, and then
I look forward to it.
So guys,
All right. Thank
Make
you so much.
sure you subscribe. I always say subscribe. You see, subscribing to this channel will make this channel travel far. Sharing and then commenting will not do you anything, but it will help others to also have the opportunity to watch us and watch this insightful and lovely information, educative information. That's what impact your life and like help you to renew your mind on certain things. So thank you very much for how far you brought us and for not skipping, but for watching to the end. So yeah, this is where we'll say goodbye and choose.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.